before class reunion, although obviously that may not be the case since I'm speaking. She performed in the Cleveland Improv, the Cleveland Comedy Festival, and most recently at the Mike Polk Junior Show at Hilarities. Still no guarantee she'll be funny tonight, as her material was not tested by people or animals, including bisons. So full disclaimer, these are Beth's views and do not reflect the class of 1974, so watch out. And, as we worked with Beth over the last 20 years on these things, you can never know what's coming out of Beth's mouth. So tonight will be interesting. Please don't fact check her, as 50 years is half a century too long to remember anything. She does know for sure she had long strawberry blonde hair in high school and her hair turned darker naturally. Ask her if she ever dyed her hair, the answer is never. Along with being a bisonette, although not recorded in the yearbook, this is her claim to fame. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Beth. Where are you?
Okay, guys, is this on? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I get the call at 4 a.m. It's pitch dark, rain, sleet. Hey, who's talking over there, quote-unquote people? Okay. All right, starting over. Hey, guys, I get the call at 4 a.m. It's pitch dark, rain, sleet, or snow. I'm called in like the National Guard, but I'm not. I'm just a substitute teacher. I'm treated like a stray cat. Pedophiles get more respect. Teachers are mean. They leave notes like, class doesn't do well with subs. Some kids tend to get violent. Don't take it personally and have a great day. Kids are even meaner. They're hiding their phones where no sub would legally dare to go. But when an alarm's blaring for an active shooter lockdown drill, and all of a sudden I'm in charge, I say to 15-year-old Henry, who 5 minutes ago told me his last name was Fart Fuck, I say, now you want me to take a bullet for you, Henry Fart Fuck? Look at me, who's your daddy now, Henry Fart Fuck? Okay, so this country is so divided. I feel it with friends, families, and neighbors. There are just two kinds of people. There are regular people, and there are dog people. Remember when only blind people had dogs? Now I can't even leave the house without a friggin' lip brush. I go to a friend's house, they want to lock me up in the garage and see their pit bull at the dinner table. Forget walking in the neighborhood. Dogs howling, trying to escape from invisible fences. I'm just petrified the battery will die as I'm walking by and I'm dead. At the nail salon, dogs slurping the pedicure tub, or in a cafe, dogs ordering Kobe beef from luscious dog menus, drooling and salivating and sniffing my crotch under the table. Hey, the only one that should be doing that is my husband. I see you guys must have, who has a dog here, for God's sakes? Okay, wrong crowd. All right. Okay, so I was just at my annual OBGYN exam. And of course, I'm freezing and wrapped in a napkin they call a gown, patiently waiting and dangling in stirrups for my pap test until the doctor storms in and says, get dressed. No pap test for you. The pap test is only for women who have multiple partners. I said, what? Hey, ask me first. Don't profile me. I could be in a biker gang, a porn queen, swinging and sleeping with multiple men a night. 6 men a night. Mennonites. Amish men gone wild. Okay? You girls know what that's like. So, now this is for the reflection part. Because I had to keep it a little clean here. The daily emails from my best friends, AARP, Medicare, talking about scams to avoid, what foods to eat after 60. So I'm like, just surprise me with the new disease. I don't want to hear about all these new arm, leg, foot, mouth, hoof disease that you can get, but I cannot unsubscribe because that might be the disease that would kill me. So, but I have learned that you should know that it is normal for your feet to grow bigger as you age. So that's a real thing if you find that's happening. And it's very cool now for a woman to marry a much younger man. So ladies, clap for that one. Now it's cool. You can do it 20 years even younger. That's okay. So this year, I was in Budapest, Hungary for my birthday, and I could say my age because we're all the same age. Who's 68? Anybody? Yay! Okay, so it's really cool. I don't have to hear about young mothers who say, oh, I got these Mother's Day gifts that were homemade and breakfast in bed, or I'm like getting a gift card to the Giant Eagle Pharmacy. So I feel good that we're all the same age here, and it's cool. So anyway, we was in the Budapest, Hungary in the thermal bath. So I was thinking of the movie Cocoon. Do you guys remember that? Where like Fountain of Youth? Well, that did not happen. I was only just happy I didn't slip on the tiles when Tom and I saw our tour guide, Peter, and they're all Peter or Stephen or everyone in these Eastern countries after a saint. And he was wearing a minuscule little bitty baby green Speedo, and he had like a Gumby body, so we decided that he deserved a really big tip. And Tom agreed to that one. So the Cocoon thing didn't work, but we got to see Peter. Said, oh my God, take a look around everyone. Look at yourselves. We look marvelous. And that's what Billy Crystal says, and guess what? Guess who Saturday Night Live, 50 years old. The same anniversary as our reunion. And it's celebrating 50 years, and really today's gallery of success is just being alive, staying married, or sometimes it feels like if your kids are married or if they have grandchildren is success. So the yearbook has two scenarios that when I was looking at the Oculus. Whoever did the yearbook, Shelley, all you guys you had such great humor. You really saw the future. You were so ahead of your time. They had the one section where the people that knew what they were doing and liked challenges and showed them, in the lab and this and that. And then they had the whole section, people sleeping, making gum chains in classes. And I think Jay Wiseman was reading comic books, and it was just crazy because it was so true. And it said, who knows where they will be. And that was, I thought, very smart of our yearbook. And it also made it like happiness was bad, that people moving around and then saying that, that was just no good to be happy at that time. So I will say that now with Chat, GPT, and AI, right now we would all be really super smart and cheating. And as I work in a school now, and I can tell you, we would all be the gallery of success. You could totally plagiarize and no one would even know it now. So that would make us all better. So how many of you have been to Beachwood High School? How many of you took the tour and have been there? So stunning, right? Looks like a college campus. But I did go online, and here's what their mission statement is for Beachwood High School today, 2024. To develop intellectual entrepreneurs with a social conscience. Do you guys even know what that means? Anybody? That's what they're trying to do with these kids right now. So I was looking at our class profile, and is retired an occupation? Because that's what everyone seemed to say. Who's retired here? Wow. Anyone working? Yeah. Oh my God. You guys ought to own that and put that up there on that classmate profile. We are alive and young, though retired people. What are you doing? Golfing? Yeah. I know Marshall's taking classes, Beatle classes. By the way, Marshall was the newest gallery of success person. Would you give him a hand? So I was there. I heard his speech, and I really think you were smuggling drugs to your cousin in Canada. And you made a lot of money on that, so, but that was good. That was good entrepreneurship. No, he's a smart guy. And Shelley, and I looked up, we had a lot of Joni Katz, Tina Chen, we had a Terry Katz, who else?
Michael Nussbaum?
Mike who?
Nussbaum.
Not Michael Nussbaum, I met, he was there last night.
Shane Bush.
Yeah, I talked to him about constipation. He's a real big gastro guy now. We had a real good conversation about that. He had a lot of good hints. Text Michael about constipation, that was good. No, so we had a really smart class. So anyway, at the Friday night class party, I was thinking that our reunion party favors could have been pain pills, Tums, arthritis creams, reading glasses, adult diapers, Metamucil, and this is kind of what we were talking about. But back to the Beachwoods, you know, to their mission of developing entrepreneurs. I mean, honestly, guys, the real crux of high school, and the same thing as this party tonight. Will he, she, they like me? Will I fit in? Will I be asked to the dance? Will I be invited to the party? I mean, even when we were on our biking cruise, the first thing is people are on tables and like, where should I sit? You guys still experiencing that now? Anybody? Or am I really unpopular? Okay, well anyway, I think most people feel that way, right? That you still, have you really never left high school in the sense of wanting to fit in. So that's the cafeteria table. So like Andy had mentioned, we had concept 1, 2, and 4. But I'm wondering what happened to concept 3. Maybe those are where those classmates are that we just can't find. Like, where is Steve Gustin? We've been looking for him for so many years. Anybody know? Lori knows? Oh no, okay. Jody knows? By aliens, okay. Well, I was going to say that they were somewhere out there in the polo fields with Ricky Markowitz getting high. Because there was only one, that was one of the 2 requirements to get into Concept 1. The second one was if you couldn't work like Judith Wilkoff could, the slide rule with Alan Hansel. But you know, the thing about Concept 1, the teachers told us to figure everything out for themselves. It was we were to be challenged. But now we know that they were just lazy. And they just didn't want to teach. So we were just this big experiment with them. But how many of us, we seemed to survive. We went to teachers' homes. Was I the only one that went to Paul Berman's house? Anybody else? Laura, you did. No? Jody, you did? Okay. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I swear to God. But I'm just saying, now teachers are emailing and texting students like all the time anyway, so that really wasn't that bad. So, who remembers the middle school, the school without walls? Yes, we had those pods. Well, that was not successful. We realized that we had ADD, we were distracted every way, shape, or form. I remember, do you remember Mr. Vesley? Okay, I remember him bellowing about the Indians, and Ohio history, and looking to see if that cute guy was still sitting over there. And all the other pod teachers had to like scream to compete with his voice. So, and I remember people like sawing out their pods. Do you remember that? Everyone had their own section, very clicky, so that didn't work. But we were also the first class to wear pants. Do you girls remember that? Yes. So my mother, Frances Kimmelman, who also worked at Hilltop, I don't know if you knew my mother, she worked at Hilltop. They have a plaque of her in the library, she died awfully young. But I took my pants in a bag and had clothes and went to Lori Rosenberg's garage and changed before the bus. Yeah. What? I had my long skirt, yeah. Yeah, so that was good. But we also weren't wearing bras then. And I remember, I also wear bras. So, and actually tonight, I gave Jody Kutash a secret code word of truth, because I don't know if this bra is going to work. I have like 6 sizes on. I'm still wearing the tag, just in case it doesn't work. But remember Solomon's? Do you girls? Yeah, no one fits a bra like Solomon's. Okay, I am distracting myself. Okay, so you boys, take a look at yourself now. Everyone look at the boy next to you, because these guys had the longest, cool hair. They look like rock stars. or just fuzz. I don't know. But they rivaled the girls' hair. Your hair was awesome, so I will say that. We just let it all hang out. So, okay, I remember peacoats. Do you guys remember peacoats? Hitchhiking, which was the original Uber. Like, you just got in the cars with strangers. I remember hitchhiking to 7-7. And, God, I'm like confessing all this now. My mother never knew any of this. And because they didn't have GPS, they didn't have phones. They didn't know what the hell we were doing. But we knew that our parents cared. So let's give a hand to our parents. Because we knew most of them, now if it's one dysfunctional person here, that's fine, that's okay. You can go on a drink. But most of us, we had the parents that, so we did all these things because we were basically good kids. Right? We studied hard, but we did all these bad things. Like I remember going to Hilltop and getting high on the roller coaster, not the roller coaster, the sliding thing, and I could not do it. So that to me was when I would never be a drug addict. I couldn't figure it out. So I also was talking about Seventh Center, BBG sleepovers, David Hyland. He was the first one in 5th grade that got contact lenses. And it fell out of his, I remember they fell out, and I don't know if you were in our class. I moved here in 5th grade from Beachwood Heights, and they looked like Coke bottles. But he was a real trailblazer. Do you guys remember this? He was a big trailblazer. Where is David Hyland? Probably very smart, probably an eye doctor. I don't remember this one. But David Hyland, we had Jeans West, and Richmond Mall, the No Name Bar, Peabody's Club. These are the clubs not mentioned in the yearbook. Did you guys babysit? Because I babysat a lot. Who babysat here? All you girls did. Yeah, Joni too? I babysat for our neighbor, and as Joni knows, we used to eat all their food. Did you guys used to eat like all their food? Well, I was at Stuart Berkowitz, and they came in, and I had chicken wings, and the whole leg, and I put them in my pocket, and drove me home, and they fell out. It was so embarrassing, and I don't know, that's what we did. We used to go and eat all our food. So anyway, I think we really haven't grown up from that. So, okay, gym class was intimidating. Remember that? Miss Post, Miss Hallie, and those gym outfits that we had to wear, those blue outfits. We did field hockey. Well, now we're doing yoga and dance and meditation, and they have like wellness checks every minute, and the kids are so screwed up. Way more than we are. The more mental health breaks they take, the more they're screwed up. So I'm not saying it's not good, but it's not good. Okay, so I joined the Junior Council on World Affairs. I don't know if anyone did. Basically, did you? Danny, you were in the yearbook. Do you remember me on there? No? No.
I was in the yearbook.
No, you were in the club picture. But I went there to meet guys, and I met Dennis Sherman from North Olmsted, and Lori, we drove to North Olmsted and tracked him down. He worked at the pharmacy, and but the drive-thru romance did not work. But I did like that, and it made me interested in politics today. So, most coveted club was the smoking in the bathroom club. And I'm going to speed this up, you guys are believing it. So they ruled, and if only I could inhale, my life would have been so different. I would have been so popular. I would have been a member of that smoking. They were so powerful that they even got their own lounge. Who remembers the smoking lounge? Who smoked in high school? Anyone? So they got to share a few puffs with their favorite teachers. So now, if you shared that, so all the fun you missed in those clubs, if you weren't in there, you can now do at your senior center. You can do yard art, make your own flowers, make your own doormat, cooking for one, wound care, like we forgot, how to breathe, manage your meds, how to walk, how to even drive even when you shouldn't, brain exercise, like working the remote doesn't count, estate planning, screenings for diseases you didn't even know existed, how to give your spouse an animal, which is true love at our age, life writing, share your legacy, so your kids don't have to visit or call, they can just read about your life after you're dead. So there's just so many things. Pickleball, which is a lot of you know, is just a gateway to rehab and ER these days. So from high school, when the girls had rhinoplasty to adult plastic surgery, Botox, we want to look our best, and we're grateful that this is happy surgery, not the big heavy stuff. So I'm going to wrap this up. I think I already talked about the baths. So I'm just going to say that I never had, oh no, raise your hand, I'm not going to end this, if you had a crush on Bobby Bain. Come on, girls. Raise your hand, you boys too, if you did. No one had a crush on Bobby Bain? Jody, I know you did. Bobby Bain? So, Mr. Stotsky, not so much. But he did play a lead piano later at Lord's class, for sure. And I know you're old when you're sitting behind Mrs. Simcoff at a play. But I never had that one teacher that inspired me and took me under the wing. I remember sewing armholes in the dress. I couldn't get it on the sewing class. Screwing up in typing class. Mr. Fields, the drama teacher. Anyone have him? He was great. He's like a big... He cast me as Alice in Wonderland, but nothing happened with that. But anyway, career, you never know what can happen. Career tests are just indicators as we keep living our own experiences and wake up as we age. But look around. We still have love and support from our friends from 50 years ago, and we can always turn back the hands of time together with shared memories and lots of laughter. So thank you so much.